Hello friends, welcome to the third video of this Spring Data series. In my previous videos, I have explained one-to-one unidirectional and one-to-one bidirectional relationship. So in this video, I am going to cover one-to-many unidirectional relationship. So what is one-to-many relationship here? So here, for example, like we have two entities, like one is author and one is books. So one author can be related to multiple books, so multiple entities. So this is a very simple example of one to many, so that we can take some many other examples like employee and department. So one employee can work on multiple departments, like that. Okay, so this is a very common relationship in many applications, such as for example, having multiple books. So in a nutshell, one to many relationship meaning that one row in a table is mapped to multiple row of a other table. And uh, and this is all about one to many relationship. So now we will see the code. I have already written the code and I will explain the code in detail, and we will run the Postman example. And to create one to many relationship, we will also do a search operation also, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so here is the code. Well, I'm going to give the link of a code. No need to worry about that, but let me explain some basic things. Okay, and I will first start with the build.gradle. So I'm using Java 17, but you guys can use Java 21, Spring Data JPA, Spring Starter Web, and MySQL DB, Lombok, and nothing else. It is very clean. It is very simple. So let me first start with the, and this is application.yml, so you guys can check it. Okay, I will not go into detail because I have already explained in my previous videos. So author and books, so these are the two entities. So as I told, it is one to many unidirectional. So this is the parent entity, authors. Okay, and here you can see it has a primary key and the author name, and it has a author ID. Okay, and it is related to a book entity. And by reference column ID, fetch type eager, means like whenever we try to fetch a author, means all the related uh, books will be fetched. And a cascade operation for all means like if we delete author, automatically all the related entities of a book will be deleted. Same case of an update, and same for insert. Okay, the join column is author ID, and this is the book database, book entity. Here you can see it has only title and ID. Okay, and this is a simple DTO, create author DTO, nothing so great. This is a controller. I will show the service. First let me show the service. So here it is a service, author repository. It is nothing, it is a very simple thing. It is we are using JP entity, author, create author. So I'm getting the author DTO. So here I'm getting the author name and list of book titles. Okay, so this is the input. I'm taking it from the controller. So I'm first creating the author object. Okay, and based on the book title, I'm doing a for each. It's like since I'm getting as a list, and then creating a book object and adding it to the finally author object, getBooks.add. I'm adding into this author object. So let's check again. So this is a set. Okay, and here after setting it, I'm calling it as save. Okay, so this is all about create author, and get all author is like I'm using find all, and it will give the list of author. And get by ID is like a search by ID. So these are the three methods I have implemented it. Delete also will be same, and update also will be same. I have not implemented it, but it will be very similar to this. Okay, and this is a controller. Okay, we have a create endpoint, get endpoint, and get by ID endpoint. Three endpoints are there. So let's start the server and see. Okay, and the server is started. You can see it is started on port 9191. Okay, so before that, let me show you the table. So this is the author table and this is the book table. Okay, and author table is the primary table, so ID and name. Properties, you can see it is a big int and varchar. Constraints, it is a primary key, it's ID and a book table say ID, title and the author ID. So this is a foreign key, and you can see ID is the primary key auto incremented and author ID is a foreign key. You can see here it's author ID is a foreign key. Okay, and this is all about the table. Okay, and now create a let's create a author like Mike, introduction to JPA, introduction to DSA. So two titles. So I'm calling. Okay, we got a 200 response. ID 1 is created. So let's see the database. Okay, so one author is created with the name of Mike, and okay, so two books are created. Introduction to DSA, introduction to JPA, and with the author ID this thing. So let's create one more author like introduction to suppose C++, introduction to suppose Spring. Okay, it is also created. Let's refresh it. Yes, it is pointing to author ID 2, and you can see this author ID also Harry 2 created. Okay, and now this is created, and now we'll do get all authors. Like, okay, if we call it, you can see author Mike, I'm getting it, and all the related books. It's like since we are using eager, and altogether we are casting it to a DTO, and that's why we are returning it. So obviously it will work. And for the author ID too, introduction to C++ and all the Spring, we are getting it. And if I get by ID also it works. So if I make it 2, it will not work. It will, sorry, it will return the second author. And as of now I have implemented these 3 endpoints, and we can see the query also, whatever it is formed, like I want to show you. And you can see this is only one query because we are using eager, so it is using left join to join the book entity, and that's why it is returning it. Okay, and yes, that is all about one-to-many unidirectional. It is very simple thing, and it is very helpful. Meant like we don't need to do two queries and all. So at times it is very helpful to configure it like this. And yes, that's it. That's all about one-to-many unidirectional relationship. So in my next video I'm going to come up with one-to-many bidirectional relationship. So if you like the content, if you like the video, please subscribe so that you can get a notification whenever the new video comes up. Okay, so that's all for today's uh, video, and I'm going to end the video. So thank you for watching all. See you on the next video.